Xiaomi and Asus have launched two new devices at the same price tag, and that is what we are going to compare today. That's the Asus Zenfone 2 and the Xiaomi Mi 4i. Hey guys, this is Chetan from PhoneRadar, and today we are going to compare the Zenfone 2 ZE550ml version versus the Xiaomi Mi 4i. The 550ml one is the one priced at ₹12,999, and that is what can be comparable with the Mi 4i. So firstly, talking about the specs, both come with 2 GB of RAM, so there is not the 4 GB of RAM of Zenfone 2 that we are going to talk about. Then the Mi 4i has a 5-inch 1080p display, while the Zenfone 2 at that particular price point has a 720p display at 5.5-inch screen size. Going to the processor, it's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 2nd gen processor under the Mi 4i, and the Zenfone 2 has an Intel Atom Z3560 processor. While for the storage, both of them come with a 16 GB internal storage, but the Mi 4i doesn't carry a microSD card slot. And camera wise, both have a 13MP rear and a 5MP front facing camera with the dual LED flash. Both the smartphones run Android 5.0 Lollipop with their own custom UI layered over it, and that's called the MIUI for the Mi 4i and the Zen UI for the Zenfone 2. Firstly, talking about the build quality, both did their own part to make it as compact as it could be for the particular screen size, and there's nothing really to complain about except for the power button for the Zenfone 2 that is pushed to the top, and that is not very easy to always reach, although Zenfone has drawn some inspiration from the LG's counterpart for having the buttons on the back. That's the volume button has been pushed to the back, but still the power button isn't really accessible. On the other side, the Mi 4i has a good build quality with the polycarbonate body, as the Zenfone 2 also has one, but here it's a soft matte finish which is very comfortable to hold. And the Mi 4i might get a better vote because of the easy to hold body for a 5-inch screen. Next is the display, where the Mi 4i wins hands down. It's a lot of difference between the two screens, where the Mi 4i has what Xiaomi calls as the sunlight display for the brightening of the pictures in a natural way, while trying to adjust the contrast and not making the whiter parts more brighter, but to actually brighten the darker parts itself. While on the other side, the 5.5-inch 720p display on the Zenfone 2 isn't really great. On the OS side, it's more of a personal choice because both come with the Android Lollipop, but the Zen UI makes it more of a custom UI, so it doesn't have anything really like Lollipop except for the Zenfone 2, which has some of the Lollipop flavor in it. But still, for a 16 GB storage, you get about 11.5 GB available for the user, and a lot of applications are pre-installed in the Zenfone 2. Still, the better part is that you get a microSD card slot in the Zenfone 2, and there's no expansion option in the Mi 4i. That's where the users might feel a bit better with the Zenfone 2 for the storage issues. Next is the performance, where Zenfone 2 might take a better vote for the gaming because the games were lagging behind and there were a few frame drops while playing high-end games such as Modern Combat 5 and Red Trigger 2 on the Mi 4i, while on the Zenfone 2 it was all good. And we are comparing this especially with the one having Intel Atom Z3560 processor, not the 35801, but still the performance was pretty good. Both come with 2 GB of RAM, of which over 1 GB of RAM is usually available when the phone has no apps running in it. On heating issues, the Mi 4i went up to 46 degrees at max while the Zenfone 2 stayed at about 43 degrees while playing high-end games. So here the vote would go mostly for the Zenfone 2 for the overall performance. On the camera side, again the Zenfone 2 gets our vote because of the beautiful Pixel Master 2.0 technology, doing a lot better in the low light conditions as well as in the natural light. What you see on the phone screen is different from what you see on the larger screens. The pictures actually look good on the Mi 4i's screen, but the actual results are better on the computer when you view that on a larger screen. And there's a lot of noise on the low light captures when you take them from the Mi 4i, but comparably it's lesser with noise when you take them with the Zenfone 2. For the battery, the Mi 4i gets our vote because of better battery life, and it stayed for over a day usually for a normal usage, but the Zenfone 2 used to almost go down to 0 by the end of the day, and that is mostly because of the 3G usage, where the Mi 4i did a tad better job. Talking of the other differences, the speaker is a bit louder and better on the Zenfone 2 because it was more sharper on the Mi 4i, which doesn't make it really good. and there are no differences while playing 1080p videos both online and from the local storage, and the audio output on the headphones as well is the same. So the final verdict is more on what you choose for the smartphone. The Zenfone 2 should be your choice if you're looking for a better camera, a smooth performance with no issues while gaming, and if you're someone who always needs a lot of storage and use microSD for the same. While the Mi 4i should be your choice if you're looking for a good battery life, a better camera for selfies, and a brilliant display. Only if you can compromise for the big factor, that's the storage. If the budget is a bit higher, you can go for the 4GB version of Zenfone 2, which is a lot better for the multitasking and gaming. So this was the comparison between the Xiaomi's Mi 4i and the Asus Zenfone 2. Do like this video and subscribe to PhoneRadar for more videos. Thank you.